months, we've seen John go through the initial hurdles of building, or should we say, planning to build his house. Ngayon naman, let's recap the episodes where we see construction as it happens. Early this season, it was Gabe who lent a hand and applied for the building permit on John's behalf.
I have all the necessary documents, they're all complete, na preliminary check na, so this should be fairly easy. Tara!
Maraming requirements, but as long as you document your plans well and see to it that you get the signatures of the key members of your design team, from architect to your engineers, securing a permit should be a breeze. It takes a little patience, pero soon you'd get it.
Ayun naman pala, madali lang pala, no?
Oo, bilis lang yan.
Sige, kain na tayo.
And we couldn't stress just how important your work permit is. Remember, no permit, no building. A site inspection prior to starting construction is also advised, as this will allow you to discuss and iron out any concerns with your construction team when it comes to tasking and scheduling. This should also be a good time to consider observing a few cultural practices associated with building and construction. Whether you consider yourself superstitious or not, it wouldn't hurt to observe a few rituals and practices. Sinamahan din natin si John on his first meeting with his interior designer to lay out his requirements for his house. Now, this is also the ideal time for you to consider hiring an interior designer.
It's my role to, para you tell me what you want to feel and when you're inside the room, and then ako mag-translate na in my design. So, para when you're there in your room, yun ma-achieve yung gusto mo ma-feel.
So the architect worked hand in hand with the interior designer. How do you work hand in hand with the interior designer in coming up with a beautiful house?
Actually, kami kasi, bali kami yung basic plan. Kami yung nag-conceptualize ng basic plan. Kaya pag nagawa na yun, i-move namin sa interiors para i-design pa nila mas maganda yung spaces.
By working closely with the rest of the design team, the interior design of your house becomes well integrated into the architecture. Shopping for suppliers is also a must when you're building your house. Although, this is an option you can delegate to your contractor or even architect. Doing it yourself will give you control over what goes into your house. What's more, choosing your suppliers personally can also ensure you get the most value from your purchases. But before you actually make any kind of purchase, educate yourself. Take your cue from John as we hopped from one supplier to the next. And trade shows are actually a good place to start, as well as the Home Depots that litter around the metro. Inevitably though, problems are sure to crop up during construction.
It's been raining for the past few days, so we've come across some delays. We've called on a meeting today with all the proponents involved.
Unfortunately, too many hollow blocks will have to go down.
I know.
So be sure to allow for some flexibility.
It's not too late that we discovered it. There's no such thing as a perfect plan.
And always be prepared for the unexpected. We're only on our 30% mark with the construction of John's house. Pero parang ang dami nang nangyari, and we still have 70% to go. Building is as exciting as it is complicated, and there shouldn't be any reason why we can't have a little fun while we're at it. So join us on this weekly roller coaster ride as we give you the latest updates on John's house, right here at Project First Home.